Hi, I'm author and teacher Sean C. McMurray, and it's time for a scary story.
It took 3 tries with the keycard to get the door to unlock. That should have been the first sign to Jackie that something wasn't right about her hotel room. But at that moment, Jackie wasn't looking for omens or cosmic foreshadowing. She was running late already. She peered down at her wristwatch. The first game of the Ohio Women's High School Basketball State Championship Tournament was set to begin in 10 minutes. There was no way she'd be able to unpack her things and travel the 5 blocks to the arena in time for the game. Not wanting to miss the opening tip, Jackie tossed her small suitcase on the nearest queen-size bed and headed for the door. Gripping the handle, she paused and glanced back over her shoulder at the other unoccupied bed. She thought instantly of her father and frowned. This was the first time in 15 years he wouldn't be joining her for the tournament. Jackie's father was back home in hospice care. He'd been sick for a while, but now it was to the point where he couldn't travel. Jackie contemplated canceling her trip, but her father had insisted she go without him, promising to be there when she got back. Still, Jackie lingered at his bedside, hence the reason she was late getting to Columbus. Pushing her sadness down into her belly, Jackie shut the door and departed, expecting to see some thrilling games. However, no matter how compelling any of the basketball turned out to be, nothing that happened on that court would compare to what she would experience after. Jackie returned to her room hours later with a bag of Chinese takeout. As soon as she opened the door, she was hit with a blast of cold air, so much so that she could almost see her breath. Jackie paused. The air conditioner was running. It was early March in Ohio, still winter and still very cold. Too cold to have the air conditioner on, or at the very least, have it set to its lowest setting. Had housekeeping been in her room? Her bag was still where she left it, and it didn't appear that anything else had been moved. Though it was loud, perhaps the air conditioner had been on already and she hadn't noticed it when she dropped off her suitcase earlier. Either way, she crossed the room and turned the switch to the off position. The unit died with a dull whimper. Jackie ate what she could of her takeout, brushed her teeth, and then crawled into bed. After dozing to Sports Center, Jackie shut off the TV with the remote, shrouding herself in complete darkness, the way she preferred to sleep. Jackie awoke what felt like only moments later, shivering. The comforter and bedsheets lay at her feet as if she kicked them off in her sleep. But it was the source of the unnatural cold that disquieted her. The air conditioner was on again, droning loudly at full blast. She turned on the lamp on the side of her bed. After her eyes adjusted to the light, her gaze went right to the AC unit. The switch was still in the off position, yet the AC was running, filling the room with ice-cold air. Maybe it's set to come on at a certain temperature, Jackie whispered to herself. She searched the walls of the room looking for a thermostat. She didn't see one, but there was a surefire way to keep the AC from freezing her out of her room. Jackie crossed the room again to the AC. This time she unplugged it from the wall. After pulling the bed covers up to where they should be, Jackie turned off the lamp and settled back in for bed. As she lay in the dark, however, her stomach stirred with unease. She peered over to where her father would have been sleeping had he been up to going. A pinch of grief mixed in with her uneasiness. She sure wished he was there. Though she was a grown woman, just his presence made her feel safe. Jackie sighed and rolled over, away from the other empty bed. Jackie hadn't been sleeping long when the room's TV clicked on, startling her awake. Rubbing her eyes with one hand, Jackie searched her bed for the remote with the other, thinking she must have accidentally rolled on it in her sleep. Her blood went cold when she spotted it lying next to the lamp on the nightstand. Before she could reach it, the TV clicked off, casting her in shadow once again. But as it did, Jackie caught something out of the corner of her eye. She clutched her chest. In the dying glow of the TV, she thought she saw the faint silhouette of someone standing at the foot of her mattress. She smacked the switch on the lamp next to her bed and sat up, her hands clenched into fists as if to defend herself. She blinked once, twice, and with her heart pounding, waited, as if the apparition would reappear. It didn't. Still, Jackie's entire body quaked. A few moments passed as Jackie contemplated what to do. There were more games the next day, and the hotel had already charged her credit card. She should stay, she decided after some thought, but request a new room. That was the reasonable thing to do. Jackie reached for the phone and was about to dial the front desk when the TV clicked on again. She peered over at the remote. It was well out of reach. She hadn't touched it. Then, even more troublesome, the AC unit burst to life, blasting cold air again. Jackie screamed, grabbed her suitcase, and bolted for the door, leaving her shoes behind. She flipped the lock, then threw it open, only to be greeted by 2 uniformed police officers, a detective, and a night manager of the hotel. Startled, the officers nearly drew their guns as Jackie fell into their arms. After ensuring she was okay, the night manager told Jackie the officers needed access to her room. Barely able to speak, Jackie nodded, then watched as the officers went right to the bed she'd been sleeping on, removed the mattress and box spring, and revealed the body of a woman wrapped in plastic. As it turned out, earlier that night, a man had confessed to killing his ex-girlfriend and hiding her body in the hotel room a few days before. They found it right where he said it would be, just inches away from where Jackie had been sleeping. After securing a refund, Jackie went straight home. She couldn't wait to see her father again.
It may be strange, but after one of my high school teachers told me that story, I always check underneath my bed when I stay in a hotel. If you ever experience anything strange or weird in a hotel, please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. God bless.